Okay, we get it. We're finally back, y'all. We finally did it. We finally watched the finale of Le Mans. We're back.
I don't know if y'all missed us or not. Did y'all happen to want us to do this? I can't tell if you actually really want us to do this finale or not.
Did some of y'all go as far as to comment on almost every other video we've made on this channel, talking about how much you wanted to see our reaction to the finale of Le Mans?
And guess what? You're going to get it.
Today, you're going to get some opinions.
And don't say we didn't warn you. You asked for this. You asked for this. And we are going to give you our opinions. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And trust me, there's some ugly.
And the downright lethal, if you will. Lethal opinion.
Maybe.
That sounded better in my head.
It sounded really good, though. No, it sounded good. It sounded good.
Okay, thank you.
Good. It sounds
We're
good.
starting off strong today. Anyway. Hola, y bienvenidos a The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am just drinking some water. It's late for us. I don't need caffeine right now. So I'm drinking cucumber lemon water because hydration is very important. And I'm feeling very fancy today because it's the finale.
Ooh. Well, hello. And sup, y'all. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am not drinking anything. I did not grab anything to drink. I am not thirsty because I had caffeine earlier today, and so I don't need to drink anything else. But I did grab my cup mug this time.
Only took 3 recordings.
Only took 3 recordings for me to grab my cup mug. It was being washed, and I left it in the kitchen.
No, it's because I wasn't here, so obviously she didn't have her cup mug because I wasn't here. The correlation is obvious.
Obvious. Sure. Let's do that.
Oh, wait. Here, Lana. I needed to pass you my cup mug. Nope.
I can't remember these things. I need to practice. So don't spring that on me.
Cup mug.
Thanks, David.
You're being passed 2 different cup mugs.
I can't keep them all.
That's the same one.
All of you keep your dang cups to yourself. I got my own.
Gladly.
I want one.
Okay. Oh, here you go, David.
Oh, thank you.
That was a smooth transition, Lana.
Anyway, all of this cup mug passing, you can get your cup mug too. LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And not just the cup mug, but any of our official cup merch. And we do ship internationally and domestically in the U.S., so there are no excuses. And I'm looking at you, Mexico. I'm looking at all of you. I'm looking at you, LaBoss fans, who have harassed us and made sure that we finish this finale. So if we're doing this for you, what I need for you to do for us is get your cup merch, because we have done everything for you all this season of Le Mans. And I need somebody to show up with a picture of a cup mug. I need some of y'all to get a cup mug, tag us in it, and take a picture of yourself with your cup mug.
It's only 133 pesos plus shipping. I just did that conversion.
Look at that. Get you a cup mug. Period. Thank you.
Lily also says you need to get a cup mug.
Yes, Lily said that cup mug.
Yeah. Oh,
Lily
loud and
said,
clear.
Get that cup mug now. Meow.
Yep.
Purr.
Oh,
how fitting for the results of this episode.
Yeah, I was about to say she's feeling very
literally.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute Camisa? Is that how you say it?
Camisa, yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing my Matraka shirt again.
Yay! Almost
And
contestant on several seasons of Lamas, and they wouldn't let her on.
And I love my favorites that don't win the finales that they're in. Yep.
We know, David. Okay.
And I agree with you, David.
Okay, here we go. Lamas fans, we're going to start out with this right here while David is drinking water. Barely, kind of, sort of. We're going to start here because I know that certain people on this here podcast are a little upset about the results of this finale of Lamas Sexto Sentido. And I am here to say that I myself am incredibly thrilled by the results of this episode.
Of course you would be.
Of course.
That was the
beyond the fact that Cattriona is on my draft team. But again, I said it when we did our penultimate episode recap. Like, I would have been happy with any of these four winning. Truly and genuinely, I would have been so thrilled for any of them. And I know certain people here, David Healy, said that he would have been fine with everyone other than the actual winner of the season winning the season.
I was on the side of Logan. I said I would be happy with any of them winning, but I would be more happy with somebody else winning, but that didn't happen. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I love Cattriona, and I think she makes a great finalist. She's a great kind of underdog. Whom we didn't necessarily know would make it as far as she did. You all were not lying in the comments. You said, oh, the finale is all that matters. So yeah, we took the first 10 episodes plus reunion, crumpled it up, threw it in the trash, and then picked a winner. And I just don't feel satisfied. I'm being honest. I don't feel satisfied.
And you're entitled to that opinion because I mean, you have not been the world's biggest fan of Cattriona this entire season.
I've liked her. I've consistently liked her.
Absolutely.
But I've loved the other three. I
know. They're going to get a whole bunch of love from us here very, very soon. I know that to be sure because we have a bunch of end of the year videos as well that we are doing very, very soon. And speaking of our end of the year videos, if you want to make sure that you are the first to check out our end of year videos, which I'm going to tell y'all now, will heavily feature Lamas. We are not just doing Drag Race here for our end of the year drag videos. Oh no, we will absolutely be including Lamas. And in fact, when we do our top looks of the year video, it's probably going to be mostly from Lamas. So
I'm just going to put this out here. Because we are doing what our annual Cup Awards that is going to happen at the end of this year. And I put in my personal nominee for top look of the year. And I'm going to tell you it's coming from Lamas. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's coming from Lamas. Me, my personal one is coming from Lamas.
Will also be from
Lamas. I'm just going to be honest. Mine is coming from Lamas. And when y'all see it out there, feel free to vote for it. Just saying.
But to be the first to know when we get all of our end of the year videos uploaded for you all, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah,
because we're here almost all the time, less so now, thankfully, because we're getting a little bit of a break. But we're here almost all the time giving you almost everything drag. And we've got 2 other channels for almost everything reality TV and almost everything Eurovision Song Contest. So do we want to briefly touch on the reunion? Because I'm going to be honest, there's not a whole lot that I personally want to bring up. I have 2 things, and I know one of them is something that I'm pretty sure David is going to bring up. So
fair. Yeah, there's a few things. So I've noticed that the audience is very, very reactionary during the reunion. Sometimes to an annoying degree, if I'm being honest. They definitely wanted to see everybody kiss and make up, or just kiss again,
or have a full orgy on stage. Who knows?
Yep. So that stood out to me. Like, we We saw kisses between Juana and Alexis. We saw, surprisingly, a nice simple kiss between Shantelle and Kelly.
And that was going to be the thing that I was going to bring up too, is just I did really appreciate that, you know, despite the audience egging them on, I did really appreciate that Shantelle was the bigger person and like looked at herself on TV and really noticed, oh, I was not a good person. I shouldn't have reacted in these ways. And I loved seeing, more so than anything, I loved seeing that reconciliation happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Lilly agrees.
She does agree. Another thing that kind of surprised me that I was happy to hear is so Ariel, it's not been a secret. We were not a fan of her. We were not a fan of the drama she started. We liked her as an artist.
As a contestant on the show, she was a little frustrating. As a drag artist presenting her art on the show, loved her.
Amazing.
But yes, yeah.
But it sounds like just about everybody in the cast has a really good relationship with her, and they talked about like ways that she helped them. So I was like, okay, we're seeing her in a different light. Not all of the villains got that redemption from their cast, including Purga and Kyliezz, mainly Purga. Yeah. But you know what? The audience loves Purga and Kyliezz.
The Madres. I mean, I love 50% of the Madres, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, I don't fall in line with the audience here when it comes to Purga and Kyliezz. Because I guess that's just not my cup of tea. Not my. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that kind of pettiness and foolishness, and then be like, "Oh no, that's great TV." I don't like that kind of TV. So I didn't fall in line with that. And so when they were very much like egging, like hyping them up, even to the point of bringing other contestants down, I was like, absolutely not. I don't like that. I don't like that because because Electra's feelings are valid. Her feelings, how she felt, and it's valid. And for the audience to do that and disregard her feelings just to hype up someone who they liked, I felt that to be kind of what she was talking about. Like that is something that's very scarring to somebody, and she put herself out there on this television program, and for that to be the reaction, I was like, oh no, I don't like that.
Chanting their names as Electra's talking. Purga, Purga. It was,
and like, honestly, I felt like that was the moment for Purga to be like, okay, y'all know, let's like hush the crowd. Like, no, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not for me. Her feelings are valid. Then I probably would have felt like, okay, some growth has happened, but no, it's not. I for one, still am not a fan of Purga. I probably will not ever be a fan of Purga. And that's just my personal opinion. If y'all like her, great for you. I just don't. I'm not a fan.
I agree with that. And I have to constantly remind myself that Purga is literally a child.
She's a child.
She's a child. Like, at the end of the day, like, she can go on and boots the house down, cow, with her mid-level performance skills, all she wants, all over the country of Mexico. And I will give her flowers later in this episode, don't you worry. I'm not going to shit on Purga the entire episode like I did the entire season. I have to remember that she's a child, and I have to remember that her emotional intelligence is not where a lot of these other contestants are. And I have to remember the same thing with Kyliezz. Kyliezz is not that old either. I think she's 24. 23 or 24, I think. So I have to remember that these contestants have not been through a lot of the things that some of these other people have, mainly, you know, Electra, Alexis, like people like that. I still don't think what they did was correct. I still think Purga looked like an impotent child throughout this entire reunion.
Mm-hmm.
I
thought Kyliezz did too, honestly.
I did too. I didn't like Kyliezz in this reunion. I really, really didn't. I didn't like the way either of them came off.
Yeah,
I didn't
pulling
like the
out the DMs printed out.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't understand this. I don't get it. But
I would say it's so high school, but they were just there like last year, so
like literally like a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago, like so.
How old is Kyliezz? Kyliezz is not a baby, actually. Fun fact for your day, she's 31.
Oh. Too old to be acting like that. Okay.
And Electra's 25.
Oh.
Electra is 25. Cattriona is 21. Kelly is 23.
Why do they all seem older than Kyliezz?
Tell me why Kyliezz is the second oldest person on this cast.
Behind Alexis?
Behind Ankh.
Wow.
Ankh is 33. Kyliezz is 31. And then Juana, Aries, and Alexis are all 30.
Wow.
Wow.
And those braces make her seem younger, I guess.
Yeah. Well, then I take back everything I just said. She's
right. She's too old to be
child. She's too old to be acting like that, but whatever. What we did also find out is that Kyliezz was supposed to be a secret 5th finalist. I had heard some tea about that, and that she declined the offer.
I couldn't tell if that was real or not.
I'm pretty sure it was, because I had heard rumblings about it on social media before the finale aired, that there was like a vote for a secret 5th finalist.
Yeah, but they talked about that at the end of the reunion, so I thought it was gonna come up later with somebody else, but I also couldn't tell if that was a joke.
Well, I think that's why we'll talk about the finale here in a second. I think that's why Kylie's finale entrance gown is white and not green or red. Because if you notice, the top 4 are all in white, and everybody else is in green or red. So I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That just would have made this whole finale even longer, and I'm kind of glad. I'm glad she didn't do it.
It was almost like all red, and then it started doing green, and then Shantelle was like back over at red, and then it finished off on green, and then
I think they just split the eliminated contestants between the two. I don't know if there was any sort of like specific like division that they did by like elimination order or whatever. I don't know, but
we'll see when we talk about them.
We will. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to talk about with the reunion. So
I think it's time to talk about it.
Great. I think it is very much so time. I don't have a button to cue. We never did that for the months.
No, we didn't have. I would have been like,
So we'll talk about all of our contestants' entrance looks, and then I do want to touch on the judges' performances, because there are some that were fantastic, and there were some that were the opposite of fantastic. And I'm very excited to talk about all of it. But we're going to talk about all of our entrance looks in elimination order, which means first up, Mizz Peaches.
Yeah, I thought she looked good. This is a good finale look. It really, since she was the first one out, I'm like, is this the level that we're getting? And I think there were quite a few that were better than this, but she still looked very pretty. This was one of her best looks for sure. Her makeup can still use some improvement, but overall, she should be proud.
Yeah, her face looks like a grape. But the dress is pretty. The dress is pretty. I feel like it does. I feel like she smudged it blood up in the face, and then the eyes are so smoky, and it's coming off grape-ish. Like
she needs to not use burgundy in her contour. I think there's
right,
like burgundy contour, and I'm like, I don't need that.
Yeah, but other than that, I think the dress is very pretty.
She talked in the reunion as well about having a lot of issues with designers prior to the competition. And so I do really genuinely feel for her in that regard. Because, I mean, I don't know how much further she would have gone even if she had, designer looks made. With that being said, I think this is probably by far the best thing she wore on the season. The only issue I have is that the entire bodice, it's just straight up and down full body. And it's like, you can see that there is the attempt at a cinch. And I'm like, oh, baby, I need an hourglass shape with this. But it's a really well constructed garment. And she looks really nice in it. So. Scores.
71.
70.
75. Next up is Ankh. Because why wouldn't Ankh come out for the finale of Lamas in a fucking Power Ranger outfit?
Yeah. I mean, if there was one person I was really looking forward to seeing what they were going to wear for this, it was Ankh, at least of the eliminated contestants. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, really? Like, sure, it's clever, it's cute, whatever. But I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. No, I don't have anything to say other than
I agree. I love the Power Rangers, so of course nostalgia. I'm like, oh yeah, red Power Rangers. But I wanted a finale look. I was looking forward to a finale look. This is something you do on the runway when they will like give us something, like when they did the whole superhero or cartoon thing. This would have been perfect for that. I didn't think this was great for the finale. It's fun, it's cute, it's nice. But I was looking forward to Ankh. I'm with you. I was looking forward to Ankh giving us something that was going to just blow me away. And this didn't do it.
I mean, at least they were comfortable the whole damn finale.
True.
And that might have been why they did this. And you know what? If it was based on a comfort level, more power to you. Like, truly.
Power Rangers.
I will say this is a very well-constructed garment. And so I'm going to give it props for being a very well-constructed garment. I also was a little disappointed. I was like, oh. But, yeah, yeah. Scores?
50.
52.
50. This is the absolute best full body shot of Braulio's look that I could get for this episode of our podcast. So apologies, but that's the best I could get.
This was a point where I was starting to get confused because these are finale looks. Is this their one finale look? The main way that you want to be remembered in this season? Braulio, I love you, but this was just, I mean, it was like if you took what you think of Braulio, but just pour like as much water on it to water it down, just completely water it down to the most basic possible Braulio thing. This was it. So I was extremely disappointed once again. Yeah, like this was not it. Braulio, come on.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in this. I think the construction of the actual garment is fine. But, like, do we even know, like, beyond just horror and spooky, do we even know really what Braulio's aesthetic is? Because, like, I'm so
Some
disappointed.
incredible looks, though.
And some really bad ones.
Yeah, like that root look.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I'm disappointed. Depressed.
Look, she scared Lana off. Are you proud of yourself now, Braulio?
Yeah. Scores. Oh, just kidding. Lana's back. Lana's so terrified over Braulio.
Oh, you are muted.
I think she's...
No, I'm here. I'm laughing at you. Braulio scared me off.
Lana's so terrified.
I couldn't stay on screen to see this. I agree with everything you said. This is not a finale look. I'm very upset because y'all have hyped it. I've been led astray, bamboozled, run amok.
Mm-hmm.
I have been told that this is gonna. Y'all have tricked me. You drag queens have tricked me because we started off this competition and I was seeing amazing looks, and I'm like, oh, if this is just the beginning, wait till the finale. They are gonna bring it, and we have gotten a Power Ranger and this.
And Mizz Peaches.
And Mizz Peaches with her up and down,
Mizz
straight
Peaches
up and down.
winning right now.
I'm about to say, Mizz Peaches is having the best look thus far. It's kind
not
of
for long.
Not for long. No, but I'm just saying, kind of frightening. But
well, the people with all the really good looks at the start of the competition are the people that made the final four. So
I'm disappointed. So that's all I have to say.
Scores.
42.
I'll give it a 50.
I thought about pleading. I'm going to make that very well known that I considered it. However, I'm not going to, and I'm going to give it a 40. Next up is the best look so far from Purga.
Okay. Purga, thank you.
Thank God.
This is good. This is maybe my favorite thing Purga's had.
I agree.
I do wish she could have walked without holding the top part because she did not let go. She did not for a second.
Okay, would you like to walk down the runway with a giant fake mushroom on your head, David, and try to balance it?
I mean, you can make it work.
Let's rewind back to episode 1, where we saw Aries come out with that huge thing on her head.
And took balance.
She balanced it. So, if Aries can do it with a bigger headpiece in this, then what's your excuse, Purga? Besides being 20 or 21, whatever.
20.
But yeah, I do think she looks really good. It's a good silhouette. It's a interesting perspective here with this look. So she should be very proud of this.
Okay, I'm looking really close. And I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't, because why is it bunching up in the middle like that?
That's just
it's just tulle coming off of the side.
Not at the top.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like,
why is it bunching up in the middle of the top,
crotch?
right at the crotch area? Why is it bunching up like that?
I'm pretty sure this is a photo that is taken while she was walking.
Yeah.
No, she looks standing still.
Well, these were all screenshots when they were coming out.
I understand, but look at her feet planted right there.
One of them up. Her left foot is up.
Yeah, the one on our right.
Okay, but it still shouldn't bunch like that.
I agree with you, but yeah,
it still should have bunched like that. And
look, we're not ready to give flowers to Purga. We got to nitpick.
I don't like it because I don't like the cups on the bra. Like they are weird, shapely, and lopsided. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it. And it has nothing to do with Purga. If this was on anybody just like this, I wouldn't like it. But the headpiece is nice.
I think this is my favorite thing Purga's worn all season. I told y'all earlier during the reunion part that I was going to give Purga her flowers here, and I am going to do so because I think this is a fantastic look. This is one of my favorite of the eliminated contestant looks. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought the silhouette looks great for her. I like the length of it as well. I don't really like that length where it stops like mid calf, but for some reason on her with the proportions of all of this, it works. So it's good.
I'll give her an 80.
I'm giving her a 40.
I'm gonna give her a 90. Lana and I really disagreeing recently on a lot of things.
I just don't like it.
Man, at least it wasn't a 100, a 0, and a 50.
Well, true. Well, what do you think about Alexis Mvgler?
Okay, this isn't bad. This is not bad. You get her aesthetic, but it feels a little bit elevated for a finale look. So I appreciated that from her. I really like the big bow in front, and you got her like
It's a purse.
Oh, is that a purse?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's holding it. It's a purse.
Bow purse, you're right. And I like the like white leather straps that she's got because I see those and I think, okay, Alexis. I love those gloves. That's a beautiful color there. Like that like really blood red glove makes the green pop so well. Yeah, I thought she looked good. She did a good job.
I agree. I like this look. I thought it was very Alexis, but elevated for a finale, which is what I want to see from everybody. I want you to do you, do you, but elevated for the finale. Braulio, for sure. I mean, even Peaches did that. She elevated herself for the finale, and I appreciate that. I appreciate this from Alexa. At least she didn't come out giving us gross stuff or crazy, stupid stuff, but she gave us something. It was still her. It was still her. She was still doing her faces and still doing her thing, but it was elevated for the finale, and I love that. So I appreciate this look.
Would you say that this look, Lana, was a little bit Alexis?
Sure.
Do you get it?
No.
Schitt's Creek?
No.
Oh no.
I don't watch
A little
that.
bit Alexis. Okay, if you get it, let me know.
I don't watch it either. You can say
Oh
you,
no.
you, David.
Thank you, David.
It's ew, David.
Okay. See, I
It's
don't
literally
even...
same place. This is my favorite thing Alexis has worn this season of Mas Draga. This is my absolute favorite thing. I love the way that the skirt is constructed with all of these like bags.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's really fun. I love the bow purse. She's still doing Alexis, but it's very finale. Thank God it's not a black and white checkered fucking bodysuit.
Right.
Thank God. Thrilled. This is wonderful.
Gloves. I love those gloves.
Yes. Gloves are great.
Oh no.
Scores.
83.
She's in green too.
That's a green screen. Oh no.
Oh, no.
You said what now?
83.
I'm going to give Alexis her flowers this time, and I'm going to give her 96.
Ooh.
96.
I'm going to go one step further, and I am going to give Alexis Mvgler a full cup.
Ooh.
Period.
That's 4 steps further.
I know.
Well, you went
like, a 97.
Look, yours was mid. Look, you gave her a good score. I gave her a better score, and Logan gave her the best score. So that was
It's like, yeah, I really like it.
It feels right. It feels right. It feels and that's the one I think I didn't love the most was the wig. That's why I was a 97. But other than that, I still think it was good.
Whatever.
Sometimes you just got to give people their flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing it.
Yeah. And I think we're going to continue doing that with Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel looks nice. She looks nice for sure. It feels a little safe for me.
Well, she had the big jacket as well.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. She did have that jacket on.
She just
And she
tossed
went,
it, and they came and dragged it away.
I loved seeing the PA just in the background, just like,
Yeah.
because you know that was heavy.
Yeah, but I do like that this type of material always adds good movement on the runway. So she definitely sold it well. She's just another one that I'm like, okay, I've seen you do some incredible things on this show, so I want to be like completely blown away. And this was one I kind of forgot to be honest, but it still looks nice.
I agree with you. I feel like they set us up with some amazing looks throughout the season. And when it comes to the finale, they're giving us safe, or they're giving us not even good. And I think this is one of those. Look, it's pretty. She's always pretty, though. That's the thing. Aries is always pretty. Ariel. I'm not Aries. Ariel is always pretty. And I expect that from her. But I wanted it to be elevated in the finale. This dress is pretty. The shimmers move because the fringe is going to move. It's going to look good on stage, especially when she's moving. It looks great on stage. It catches the light. But I wanted something to make me go, woo, like she has done before. So
I think I like this overall ensemble more than you both. I really did enjoy this. I mean, you cannot go wrong with beaded fringe. You just can't. I have not seen a look that was not aided by the use of beaded fringe. And I know that dress did not take a short period of time to make. This was a labor-intensive dress. So, props to whoever made it. Good for you. I think it's lovely. I like the ombre effect. I think she looks gorgeous. I do agree. We saw better things from her on the season, but I don't think this is bad by any means of the imagination. And I'm not saying either of y'all think that either. So. Scores?
I'll go with 78.
I'll go with 78 as well.
Let me give her a 90. Shantelle.
This is somebody who elevated.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This was one of the stronger ones for sure. Yeah, I really like the coloring of the actual the tulle part at the bottom, because you're getting a nice mixture of different shades of red, and so that adds like a really cool effect. And the actual top part of it looked really good as well. And she's like, I'm not going to come out with gloves. I'm just going to paint my hands red. So I thought that was really cool. And she looks like a devil. Maybe she's leaning into like the villainous side that we got from her kind of at the end there. But yeah, I thought she looked very good. This is easily one of the best.
Yeah, she's dripping in blood. Like she's up to her elbows in blood. And that's what I like that about it. I like the hip thing. There's two things of the panels on her hip that makes it such an interesting look to the dress. I love the coloring. The tulle is beautiful. It looks like she's sitting on a red cloud and she's just walking on the cloud. It's beautiful. Her makeup is great. The wig is hot. She is a little devil, and I'm here for it. Like, take my soul, girl. You got it. It's good. It's good. This is good.
But you all see what I mean? The first 4 people were red. Then the next 2 were green. She's back to red. The rest will be green until we get to so I'm like, were they trying to separate her and Kelly? Even though they made up. Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. We love a conspiracy theory.
Do we?
I do.
Conspiracy theory. Mizz Peaches was the secret 5th finalist.
But they forgot her looks again.
but the designers didn't get her looks in time. No!
Oh, dang you, designers! Oh, curse
Failed
you.
again.
Curse you,
Curse
designers!
you, designers!
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 I don't
Curse
watch
you!
this
You
show.
designers.
Curse you, designers!
Stay tuned for the return of our Project Runway reviews, which are some of the most unhinged podcasts we make here on the Cup.
The currently unhinged project.
We are unhinged.
The currently
for sure.
unhinged Project Runway podcast.
We
The cup.
are.
Kerper.
The cup. The cup.
Please move on.
This is gorgeous. I love the different colored tulle. This is one of my favorite looks of the evening. Done.
Okay, thank you.
Scores.
Scores, David.
Wait.
I'm giving this a full cup.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
She looks
I mean,
gorgeous.
y'all know how much I've loved Shantelle this whole season, except when she was being a bully to Kelly, and then I hated her. But she doesn't.
They made up. They
She's
made
not
up,
doing
and
that
now they're
anymore.
great.
And now she's
Great.
a devil.
Love it.
Her.
Her.
Dimittra.
I missed her.
I missed her so much. I was like, Dimittra. If they do another All Star soon, because I know Todas Amas allegedly was filmed before all of these girls could be a part of it. I hope they bring back Dimittra, personally, honestly, and genuinely, because I love Dimittra.
Yes, I love Dimittra. I like some of this. You know, this kind of gives me like kind of Crystal Method type of aesthetic here, but just something about it doesn't completely work for me. I don't know. I think it could have been done with a little bit more shape to it, you know, because it kind of becomes like a quirky blog or blob. So I don't know. I was a little disappointed, but I still like that she didn't play it safe.
I wasn't disappointed at all. I absolutely loved this. I thought she looked cute. I thought it looked whimsical. I thought it was fun. She came out. She looked like she was having the best time on that stage. She was taking in the moments, and she enjoyed this finale. I loved this look. I thought it was just perfect. I liked the boots that go with the coat. I liked her makeup. I liked it all. I think she just had a blast on this finale. And that's what I love, because I feel like some people didn't look like they were having fun. She looked like she was having the best time ever, and she was taking in the moment. So I loved it.
I loved this. I thought it was so different for a finale look, and I really appreciated that from her. And I like the proportions of this, and that's, I think, what my favorite part of it is, because you have like the exposed leg with the leg piece happening, and then you just have all of this bulk, but yet she still has shape. And that's what I love. It's like she was being whimsical and playful, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, Dimittra, I love it. I'm here for it. Scores.
I'll give her a 73.
She's getting a full cup from me.
And another full cup from me.
I love this.
I love this.
Our
Our dear, darling angel, Kelly Caracas.
Yeah, we knew.
We've been
new.
We've been new.
Yeah. So this is the Kelly I love. Yeah, I thought this was great. This read to me finale, because a lot of them did not. But yeah, I thought this was an incredible look. I really like all of those, that structured feather thing going around her. I don't know. She's got her Scream 3 Gale Weathers wig on.
No, I'm never gonna be able to unsee it, David.
Yep, with those bangs. If you know,
Yes.
you know.
You know, you know.
So
I know.
correct, but
That is very
no.
But you know what? It's still works. It works
Yeah.
for me.
It
Like, I'm
so
not mad
works.
at the wig. She looks like she's beaming. She looks like she's happy. Man, she would have been a great 5th finalist, honestly.
She would have been a great secret 5th finalist.
Yeah, for sure. I yeah, I wouldn't have had anybody else be a fifth finalist. Yeah, she looks very, very good.
I have
She
two
looks
choices
amazing.
for that. It would have been Kelly or Dimittra for me, but sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Beautiful, lovely, stunning, gorgeous woman. You did it. That looks beautiful. That's it.
I love that David referred to it as a structured feather thing when it's a heart.
Heart. Heart. I love that though, because it is a structured feathered thing.
And it's gorgeous.
Hearts
That
are
is
the
gorgeous.
structure of your whole.
Yeah. The heart is the
Yeah.
structure of your body. If you don't
Yeah.
have a heart, you're dead.
The
Right.
nipples are the eyes of the face. And you have gorgeous nipples. That's what it's giving me.
Basically.
Shout out
Oh,
to Baby
man.
Babu Lunch. Yeah, this is perfection. I love Kelly, period. End of story. Scores.
93.
Oh, wow.
Miss Kelly, Miss Girl, you get a full cup. That's beautiful.
I have to go sift through these damn banners to find Kandala.
Period.
Kandala. This was my favorite of the eliminated contestant looks, for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
I will
Same.
give that to her.
It was Kelly and Shantelle, funny enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah. Next up, La Kyliezz.
What the heck is this?
A dress made of materials that is on her body.
Oh, okay.
Very see-through. Yeah, she was the one that I felt like didn't get the brief. Like, hey, we're doing white. Because even seeing her, like when they were all there, I'm like, that's not reading as white to me.
No.
But hey, Kyliezz is marching to the beat of her own drum, so good for her. I don't hate it. I do like the sleeves mostly and the bottom part of the dress. I do think this maybe ages her a little bit. Maybe she's actually looking 31 finally. But yeah, it was fine.
Was it? I don't know what this is. Is this supposed to be a shimmer see-through dress?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a black mesh with then all of the shoulder detailing here, and then the bottom has a bunch of like foil pieces on
A
it.
nude illusion that she has under there.
On the top?
Yeah.
I think so. It's too light, but yeah, I think that might be what it should have been.
I'm not a fan of this look. I'm not jumping up and down for this look. And coming after what we just saw from Miss Kelly and then Shantelle, it's like, this is your finale dress? Huh. Okay. Sure. Not wowed by it at all.
I definitely agree. I think it's pretty. I think she looks good, but I'm not wowed by this in any way, shape, or form. But she looks fine. Scores.
69.
Nice.
Nice. 55.
Oh, I was hoping you would give it a 69 because I'm also going to give it a 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks. Juana Guadalupe.
So, Juana, I like this. I think this is very good. But she's another one. So everybody, people in the comments who are like, you've not seen finale looks until you've seen Mas Draga finale looks because they are all so big. So I was expecting huge things from Juana because we've seen like amazing, amazing, amazing looks. And I don't want to like make it sound like I'm negative on this, because this is better than almost anything we've seen so far. It's just her bar is so high, so I wanted a bit more.
But she also had 4 looks to do, David.
I know, but I don't think any of them really met what I expected from her. Okay. I think a couple others did meet something that I expected, but Juana never quite did. But yeah, I do like this. I think the literature kind of fabric that she's got going on there is really cool. I like what she's doing with her hands. I really like the long nails she has. Those are really cool. I just wanted, I don't know. The size queen in me was coming out during this finale, especially based on the comments. You tricksters.
I like this look. I think she looks so pretty. I think she looks very, very pretty. I do understand what you're saying, David. I would love to see more. I think she could have did so much more with the fabric, with that, because the fabric that she's using with the literature fabric is beautiful, and I would have loved to see more of it, but it's still beautiful. It's still good. The nails are everything. That wig is she looks beautiful. Like, her makeup is stunning. Looking at her face, I was like, wow, Juana, she looks so different, but in the best way. It was beautiful. I like the quill that she has on her shoulder in the ink. It's pretty. It's pretty. I would love, like I said, I would love to see more, like maybe a longer train on that, with that fabric just following behind her, just flowing behind her, would be great. But it's still a good look. I still like it.
I like it. I'm gonna give a little bit more grace to the top 4 specifically, because they had 4 looks they needed to put together for this. And we'll talk about her crowning look later, which I think
they've had quite a while to work on it, though. Right? Like, it's been months.
Okay, I like the look. I think it looks good. It's a good look. That's all.
We all like it. I gave it a 91, which, I mean, that's a good score.
That's a very good score.
She's gotten a few full cups for me this season, so I was expecting full cups, but 91.
I would give it a 95, actually. I still like it.
93. Electra.
Copy and paste.
Right. Exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. I like it. She looks good. I don't know that I see a lot of Electra here. Like, when she came out, I actually thought this was Aries. It wasn't until they were all out that I realized, oh, that was Electra. She still looks good. She looks good. I just want more. I want more. I want mass.
Yes, I agree. Like, it's beautiful. It looks good. It's done right. Just want more of it. I want more Electra in it. I feel like this is a watered down version of Electra, and I'm like, I don't want that in the finale. I want the most amped up version of you ever in the finale.
It's a good look. It's what I will say for this specifically is that this is different for Electra. This is a lot more like, I don't want to say pageant, but like that's kind of the best way to describe it. Is it's a lot more pageant than we've ever seen Electra do. So I'm going to give her some extra props for that, for doing something a little bit different for the finale, and I really do enjoy it. But yeah, it's a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Score?
89.
90.
91.
There we go.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It sure does. Cattriona in basically her promo look.
That is what I was wondering. I was like, is this a promo look?
No, it's different. It's different, but
it looks the same.
It's very, very similar.
Yeah, she looks good too. I think the difference is
There's no cat on the front instead of her ears.
Yes.
Okay,
My bar for Cattriona was not as high as the other three, so I didn't feel as disappointed by this because this is about what I expected from her, which is to say, like a very strong finale look. And I like the pink skin going on. I can't tell if that's just the lighting. I don't remember it in the actual video, but it does make the white pop even more. And then, of course, the little ears on her head. She's really leaning into her brand. It looks very classy, very classy. So I like this.
Yeah, I said when I first saw, I was like, "Oh, this is the same dress she wore her for the promo look," but it's not her fault that she had to wear white twice. She just made it to the end and got to wear white twice. But it's still pretty. It's classy. It's sophisticated. It's a finale look, and she looks good in it.
I love this. I think she looks lovely. I mean, this cut of dress with the sleeves, it's very Cattriona, and I think she came out in something that we know from her, but with a little bit of an elevated twist. And these sleeves are stupid, and I love them. I love just how oversized it literally is, almost as tall as her body. That's camp, and I appreciate that from Cattriona. So, scores.
92.
95.
Full.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, let's get to my full cups.
There we go. It's Aries.
Period.
This is what I was waiting for. This is what you all promised. You promised big, and boy, did she stand out on the stage when everybody was lined up. Everybody had to move out of the way a bit for her. And not just as, is it a very big look? It's a very good look too. I love her. I love her. Yeah, this Scream finale. And she's like, yeah, see if I'm just going to do some white. I'm going to throw some red in there too.
And a little green.
Yeah, well, those
that's behind the
butterflies behind her. Yeah, but yeah, I thought she looked incredible. This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah, stunning, stunning, stunning. No words to describe how stunning this is. That's it.
This stupid bitch. This stupid bitch. I love this. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, and I don't care. I love it.
Don't care.
Like, I don't care. Scores.
It's going to be 99.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done it today, and I'm doing it now. Mvgler. You ate. Mvgler.
Part of
Cheers.
That. Yep.
Wait. I got my 1%.
Get your little 1% out of there. Because you took out 99.
Yep.
A little quick sip. I love that.
So,
I love that.
We're going to move shortly to the runway category for our final four. But before we do that, I want to touch on some of the performances from some of our judges and some of our coaches. Mainly, I just want to talk about Johnny.
Yes.
I just want to talk about Johnny. Oh, bitch, she ate. I loved it.
Not only did she eat, but she did my favorite song.
I know.
Yes. I love that song every time it's on the runway. So I was like, yes, get it, girl. Yeah, I thought she was very strong. I thought Marisol was good as well.
Lovely, yeah.
Yes. And she had a partner with her whom I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know.
I would like to let the audience know that I am more than aware of who this person is that was with Marisol. Oh, Lana, if you also want to take your headphones out, feel free, because that's what David's doing right now, and I didn't realize it.
Oh, no, I mean, because I already know.
Okay, so the person with Marisol is Fifi Esta, who is the winner of La Mas season 5. So
Good for you.
we
Yeah,
talked
we're good.
about it.
Okay.
But yes, their performance was lovely,
Lovely.
and Raquel was there.
Oh, I was a little disappointed.
I was
I thought she
really
was gonna be good.
disappointed. Oh, Raquel. It wasn't bad,
No.
but it was not good.
No.
But also Alexis Tresequiseles, who was amazing and gorgeous and lovely and beautiful and wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And Johnny.
And Johnny was there.
He
He
was
didn't
there.
perform, but oh boy, was he there, and I loved seeing it.
Mhm.
I loved that the hosting duties were very fluid
Mhm.
throughout the whole thing. It was like, oh, we're just not going to have anyone host at the very start of the finale, and just Peaches is just going to walk on stage.
Mhm.
And then you have Marisol doing her moments, and then you have the moments with Johnny and Alexis, and I'm like, it's kind of all over the place, but in a very formulaic way, and I like it.
By the way, this reminded me, when I went to watch this finale,
Mm-hmm.
I clicked it and I'm like, okay, so Peaches and Purga and all of them are out of drag and they're just talking. Like, what's going on? Why? When are we going to get to the show? And how are they going to have time to get in drag? And then I realized I was watching the behind the scenes. And I'm like, oh. But I was like, okay, the finale is an hour and 40 minutes. And then when I found the actual finale, I'm like, oh, 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Well, that's the full airing time. They're still I guess they're gonna still edit it down to make it a shorter episode. I don't know when that's happening.
Definitely could edit some things out.
There's a lot of things to edit out. But you have to think this is exactly what we would have seen had we been there. So
True.
But let's move to our runway category for our final 4. Lo que más amo de Mexico.
Are we going to talk about the judges' looks at some point?
I don't have that.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to say I was obsessed with what Jari was wearing.
I was obsessed with what Letal was wearing.
I like that too, but not as much as I like Jari.
Okay.
Especially because we've seen like some incredible things from Letal.
Sure.
But yeah.
So now we can go to the runway category for the final 4.
Yes.
Lo que más amo de Mexico. I didn't know what to expect, so I was really excited. I will say right off the top, I don't know the references for most of these things, so I will personally not be judging based on any sort of referential anything, and I will be judging based on how pretty they are.
Exactly.
My criteria is pretty, stunning, sexy, and yellow.
And gorgeous.
David, did you get that reference?
Nope.
Oh, no. Anyway. Not me bringing in the white-ass drag race into this. Anyway, Lo que más amo de Mexico. First up, Electra.
Oh.
Okay, so this is more of the Electra that I was expecting and hoping to see.
Here you go, David.
Yes. Yeah, I thought this was an incredible look that she has on here. And I really like just the whole set that she created here, the cactus standing up on it. And I'm not sure what she has in her mouth there.
It's a snake.
It's a snake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slithery snake.
Yep.
Yes, my issue was not with her. I really miss. I think we got spoiled watching the whole season and them just having so much runway to work with. So here they were all pretty limited in their space that they could move around, and it was so quick for each of them. Like each time I was like, wait, was that it? It was just like a tease, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was stunning. Like even looking at it now, there's more details that I'm appreciating. Like the actual mask part, I think is beautiful. Especially with those like emerald eyes. Yeah, I thought this was stunning. Great job.
I couldn't agree more. This was so beautiful. It's beautiful to look at now in the picture. It's beautiful to see it move on stage. It was beautiful. Um, I'm loving this corset belt that she's wearing with the blue turquoise in the middle. I like the way the feathers come up at the front of that, the mask on top of the, so pretty. It's so good. It's beautiful. No, I did. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I think it's beautiful.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Right. We love doing behind the scenes stuff. Breaking the fourth wall. Okay.
Fourth wall.
But yes, it's beautiful. I love this. I think it was pretty. I think it was very, very. This is what we wanted from Electra, and I'm glad we got to see it in this moment.
This stupid bitch. This is so good. This is one of my favorite things we've seen this season for sure. Like I was very, very impressed with this. It's gorge. Gorge. And also so terrifying. Gorgeous, but terrifying. Yeah. Sneak a snack. I'm more worried about that cactus. I don't want that cactus poking me. I'm from Arizona. I have been attacked by many jumping choya in my life.
Oh.
I kicked a cactus in Tucson once, and it was a mistake.
Why did you do that, David?
I didn't know it was going to... The spikes were actually going to go through my shoe. Yes, I did stab my toe.
What?
I thought I was going to be bleeding, but it was...
What the heck is a jumping choya?
Oh, so it's these like smaller. It's like these cactuses. They have these like smaller little bits where they will literally, like while you're walking, they will literally like jump onto you. Google it. It's like they're these like small spiky balls of cactus. Google it. It's wild. But I've had it happen like 3 or 4 times in my life.
You know what? Never mind. I said I might come see you, but I don't know.
Well, I won't take you hiking. It's okay. It's only when I go hiking.
Oh
I'm not going to take you hiking.
You don't want to go to Sedona?
Oh, we could go to Sedona, though.
That's
and it scores for Electra.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The jumping choice took me out.
Full cup.
Ah!
I wasn't prepared to do that, but I decided last minute.
He did what needed to be done. Me too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yay. David! You did it! Oh. Lana is so preoccupied with jumping shot.
Oh, no.
Hey, oh, my God. Oh, my. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to put this.
Next up, Aries.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. I love this. I'm just going to say it now. My favorite thing from the finale was this. It was so incredible. And she always has to have extra layers. She's like, okay, you're not going to get 1 look. You're not going to get 2. You're going to get 3 or however many I want. Yeah, it was just stunning. I do not know the reference. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It gave me like kind of a dragon. I don't know. Are you seeing dragon there? Because that's kind of what I got.
I mean, honestly, I don't care though, but it's just too beautiful.
It doesn't matter. The caliber is so high with her. I said it a couple weeks ago. Well, probably about a month ago now. But
about a month ago now.
She has maybe my favorite drag package I've ever seen on a drag show. And this is the icing on the cake.
I want to see Aries in a drag show. I want to go see her show. I want to see what she does in the show because I feel like it's so theatrical. It's so like she has come all out on this competition, and I loved every second of it. I agree with you, David. I think she has the best package of anybody on any show that I've ever seen. I have enjoyed everything from her, and this is stupidly stunning. From the first look to the other layer to the last look, it's stupidly stunning. I think I'm gonna have to borrow this from Logan, and I don't say it often, but you stupid bitch. This is so stupidly good.
Everything is falling apart. Everything I know to be the cup is falling apart tonight. David is giving full cups. Lana is saying, bitch, what is happening?
There's the door, bitch.
There's the door, bitch. You stupid bitch. This is so good. I will go ahead and say right now, this was my favorite of this category.
Yep.
By far. And I thought everyone did good. We'll talk about it, but I thought everybody did good.
And that's why I had a hard time giving Electra a full cup.
Oh, dear God. What are you going to score this?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm scoring it.
I know what I'm scoring it too, but like David.
Oh, are we ready, or do you want to talk about it more?
No,
all I have to say is you stupid bitch. That's all I have to say.
I'm overflowing with prep. Oh. Overflowing. Oh, I got a headphone sticking out too. It literally is overflowing with headphone.
And prep.
God.
This is Mvgler.
Yeah.
Mvgler.
This is Fagther for me.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, look at David creating new stuff.
Oh no, that's been created for a while.
Oh, we've had that.
Fagther.
I think
y'all did. And
I'll
never say it. I was I'll never say it.
And I will say both.
Oh, this is stupid. This is good.
I thought Fagther was reserved for the non-drag queens.
Yeah, it's for king looks, but it's
for the kings. But why not?
This is beyond gender.
Yes. David is the Fagther of this podcast. That's what
it is. It's over. Ugh. It's like celestial beautifulness and otherworldly.
The day when David gives a duh, that's gonna be the day I internally combust.
I think I might quit the podcast when David gives.
I also might quit the podcast.
I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I can handle it anymore if David gave a duh. But okay.
Next up is Cattriona. Started as the snake and then did the full big giant reveal into the dress you see below.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what impressed me about Cattriona, not once but twice this episode, but this is the first time, is she can do a quick change like that. I was so impressed that she went from that big look that we're seeing down there in the corner to the other look that's on the top, and they're so different from each other. So she must have put a lot of thought and detail into that. Do I get the looks themselves? No, I don't understand what's going on here, but I didn't really need to appreciate it. I thought she was beautiful in both looks. She definitely brought her A game to this finale, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. This is stunning. She did really, really well. I was not expecting that kind of change to happen when she did it. I was like, oh, when she came out, I was like, oh, that snake is beautiful. It's, it's done well and made well. And then when she did the switch, I was like, oh, okay, girl. I like this a lot. I really like this a lot. I like this a lot. She looks good.
She got that quick change done in a record pace, and I can't stop talking about how much I just absolutely adore Cattriona, and I love her, and she's incredible, and she's fantastic. And I love this snake look too. When she came out of that, I was like, oh my God, that. And then she revealed, and then she had the other look, and I was like, oh my God. Jesus, so good. Scores
96.
Ugh.
Was that a 96?
I said 90.
Oh, okay. You really whispered it.
You really did. Okay, great.
Sorry for all of the audio listeners only.
Oh God.
And welcome to the interim ASMR portion of
Not this again.
The Cup.
We're not doing this again.
Next up is Juana Guadalupe.
Okay.
Okay.
This is more the Juana that I came to expect. This is incredible. Yeah, I really like this. She knows how to take something and just bring it to this extreme level that makes it so intriguing. And so we get all these snakes. What's up with all the snakes in this episode? Huh? I don't know. I guess people love that about Mexico, right? But yeah, my favorite part actually is the extended arms. I thought those were very cool. She did those seamlessly. I will say the only thing I'm not crazy about, I didn't really like the boobs in this. I thought they looked a little awkward, like a little balloony, and it felt like it slightly cheapened what was a very strong look. But overall, I thought this was stunning and one of her best things that she's had the entire season.
I like the boobs.
Yeah.
I did. I like the boobs. I don't know why. I thought the boobs were fun. I like the boobs. And anytime you get...
Boobs are always fun.
Boobs are fun.
Tits is
I mean,
fun.
boobs are fun. And I like I like boobs and balloony boobs. I don't mind the balloony boobs. They're fine. I thought this look was great. I like how she took the whole concept of the snake and made it like that headpiece over the top with the snake head, and it was so good. And then the reveal with the other thing down here below. I like this look. I was a fan of this look. I was like, okay, Juana, but like you said, this is what we expected from Juana to up what she normally does, and I liked it. I thought it was good. Was it my favorite thing of the night? No, but I liked it just the same. I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
In the great boob debate of 2023, I am gonna side with David a little bit. Actually, I don't necessarily think it was the most necessary part. I don't mind the tits. Tits are lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But I found it really strange that her entire body is covered in something and then just exposed boob.
Am I surprised the gay men don't appreciate the boobs?
I love some boobage.
It's really the shape for me. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's just they don't even look like real boobs for me. They don't even look like exaggerated real boobs. They look like balloons to me. I don't know.
Well, this is probably just that breastplate she's worn all season.
Maybe.
But yeah. The garment is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And the reveal was amazing. I'm not, tits in this circumstance, not my absolute favorite thing in the world. Tits later, we'll talk about tits later where I enjoyed tits. So, scores.
I'm going to give it a 99.
Because of the tits.
Damn. Well, I'm going to give her the full cup that I feel like she deserves. Because I like the boobs. Balloon boobs rock.
I am also going to give her a 99.
You all hating selves. I tell you, you just take away points. You're titophobes. You take away the point for the tits. I celebrate all tits here.
Here at the Cup, we celebrate all tits.
All tits matter.
All sizes, all shapes.
Mm-hmm. Except balloon ones, apparently, because the balloon ones aren't good enough for this.
Even giant Z cup boobs that are worn by certain favorites of panelists here on the Cup.
Mm-hmm. David.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Oh,
I'm sorry, Lily.
Oh, Lily said, "I know you didn't. I know you didn't."
She sat up like,
"Are you crazy?"
She sat up like, "Bitch, the fuck."
Right.
The fuck you doing?
What you doing?
Much.
I thought we were past that part.
Yes, Lily, tell him.
Get him.
Read
Get him
him. Get him
again. Get him again, Lily.
Ow,
Get
she's
him again. I literally would have died if she did that for real. Like,
I would have. Oh my god, that would have been so good.
I would have laughed so hard. Oh god.
So
Okay.
we did get performances of original songs by the entire cast.
Are we judging all of these?
Oh, don't you worry, Lana.
Oh,
I put all of them on one slide, so don't you worry at all. We're not going. I don't want to I don't want to score these particularly. I kind of just want to talk about the bulk of them as a whole. So all of the eliminated contestants got to perform an original song. Some of them were songs that had been part of the season. Some of them being completely new original songs. For me personally, I had two major standouts in this of these routines. And for me, it was Shantelle and Kelly. Shocker. Two of my favorites all season. But I thought both of them just performed really well. And you know what, Lana? In this instance, I loved seeing Kelly's tits pop out of her jumpsuit 4 or 5 times during her performance, and she kept having to pull it up.
Didn't look like balloons.
No, they looked like real breasts in her body because she is a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. I don't think anyone did inherently horrible.
Mm-mm.
Some people I was underwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. I think I do have a least favorite.
I think I also have a least favorite.
If you're okay with it, I'll quickly read my notes for everybody. It's like 2 sentences for
Oh
each
yeah,
of them.
do whatever you need to. Yeah,
Okay. So Mizz Peaches, I thought it was a good performance. I thought the look was a little basic though.
Mm-hmm.
With Ankh, I really like the gender bending concept that they did. I did think they seemed to lack confidence in their performance though, so that was disappointing. I'll get it out of the way. I think Braulio was my least favorite. I was underwhelmed with the look, and I thought the performance was a bit sloppy. Alexis, it was a Kill Bill homage, so I really enjoyed that. I thought the song was really good, and her voice sounded great on it. So I thought it was the best of the first 4 for sure. Ariel, she's a strong performer, and the song was very good. I thought the look was a little basic, but she still looks hot. It was a good performing look. Shantelle, she was pretty good, but I didn't think she would stand out amongst the other performances. She just kind of like was in the middle for me, I think. Dimittra, there was a drone that kept flying in front of her and it kept distracting me. But I thought her look was decent. It felt like she was having a hard time keeping up with the song, though. So I was slightly disappointed with her. Kelly, I did not like her singing voice on this, but I thought the actual performance was very strong. And then, I was confused because I was like, where was Purga? But then I was like, oh yeah, she's probably coming out with Kyliezz. And sure enough, they did perform together. And I thought it was a very good performance. And it was clearly the audience favorite of these 9 performances. The audience went nuts.
What do you mean? What?
It probably was in my top 3.
My top 3 would have been Shantelle, Kelly, and the Madres for sure.
I would have had Alexis up there instead of Shantelle.
Valid.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Lana agrees with us.
I do.
We love
with both of you.
We love agreements. We do. Now we're going to move to the top 4 performances. There's a lot of things that happened in between all of the different segments
This is where we got Alexis 3XL performing too in between them.
Yes. And I love her.
She was great.
We already
It was
talked
fun.
about her performance, but it was lovely. But our final category for our final four, La Más 360, full performance, full song. And what did they do? Some pretty fun stuff. I was impressed by everybody overall. Some people more so than others. But we're going to start with Juana Guadalupe with her song, Ciao Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah, I thought this was a fun performance. Once again, my expectations were high for Juana. I don't think she quite lived up to my expectations, especially with the look, which was on the simple side. I didn't love the wig, but I thought the actual performance of it was strong overall. My favorite part was when they referenced her horse look from the very first episode, where we first fell in love with Juana, and all of the dancers around her, they were doing the horse kind of shape all around her, and I thought that was so cool. But overall, I thought it was a strong performance. I wanted more from the look, though.
I thought the look fit the performance. I feel like you have to do a good look for performance-wise, and I don't think a bulky look would have been something big or something, highly constructed would have fit this performance. You probably wouldn't have been able to move. So I feel like this look fit the performance. It was a fun performance. It was a fun look. And I liked it. I appreciated it for what it was.
This was my second favorite performance. I really enjoyed. I didn't have nearly as high expectations for performance from Juana because we did see her lip sync, and it wasn't the absolute strongest thing in the world. So I went into this and I was like, the look is going to be good. The performance, I'm excited to see what I'm going to see from her. And I was thoroughly impressed. I think she really played to her strength, which is this kind of vibe. I thought the dancing was good. I thought the lip syncing was good. I thought it all came together in a really beautiful performance for me. So I really enjoyed it.
I'll say it was my third favorite of the four. And I had a very clear ranking of all four.
Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see where Aries placed in your ranking, David. I think I know. She
ranked number 2. I thought performance-wise, this was very, 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 very good. She didn't have to lip sync before the semifinals, and if she had, she would have been perfectly fine because she really knows how to perform. She knows how to lip sync. She knows how to dance. This was the most simple look we've ever seen from her on this show. So that was like a little like, more. I want more. But overall, I really enjoyed what she brought here.
See, this is why I always disagree with you on this, David, because this performance looks, you can't do more because you want to be able to perform. And I can't expect her to perform in the looks that she's given us throughout the season. So seeing her in this makes sense for the performance that she gave. And so it fit. It was great. And I agree with you. If we saw her lip sync throughout the season, she would have been fine. And everybody would have been like, oh, production. She would have been fine. She's good all on her own because this performance was so good to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything. And I liked her seeing this other side of Aries because we didn't get to see this side. We didn't get to see the performance side. We didn't get to see what she'll do when it's not as theatrical. And this is still good. And she put on a good performance. I enjoyed it a lot, honestly.
I thought she did really well. I was a little underwhelmed. I'm going to be honest. I think the actual performing of everything, I think was really strong. I liked having all the dancers around her. The performance itself felt a little small compared to what everybody else was giving. And in this scenario where it is the top 4, I have to compare them. This was my third favorite. And I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. I wanted there to be props. I wanted it to feel like a big, like, you're at the Pepsi Center. Like, I want it to feel grander than I got from her. But what we did get from her was a very solid, incredible performance. So I can't be upset about it. But my rankings were very, very close between 1 through 3, and then an unfortunate fourth one.
I think so.
Because next up, not my fourth by any means of the imagination, is my baby Cattriona.
Yeah, so you all know my second and third. So this was my fourth. Just kidding. No, this was my favorite performance. Yeah, I thought she was very, very, very strong. Once again, she brought out her A game. And you know what? I was not surprised at all. It's feeding time for Lilly. She knows we're talking about
good.
Cats.
Glad.
So,
I'm glad that we're feeding your cat because it's what she deserves.
Yep, and she's no longer behind me. She ran like the wind.
As she should.
But this was another one where we got a super quick change from her and a whip of the hair, and then her hair was all down too. I was so impressed with her. Like, this was very, very, very strong. This was my clear favorite performance of the night. And this showed that you can do like something interesting with your look, even if you're performing in it.
I didn't expect anything less from Cattriona. This is what I expected from Cattriona. She is a performer. This is what she does. Now, if you are somebody who is a performer and this is what you do, you know how to do a quick change. You know how to do have a costume that you can perform in and do it comfortably and still do tricks and things with your costumes. Everybody's not that able. That's just the thing. Everybody is not that able. Everybody doesn't do that. And so I don't penalize people for not being able to comfortably change out of an outfit, whip their hair around, and still stay in step and rhythm and give us the great performance. But she can do that. And so for the fact that she can do that, and she did do that, I expected nothing less from her. This is what she does. This is the element she lives in. And this is why this performance was so stupid amazing, because this is her element. I think Cattriona just needed to make it to this finale. And I think that's what she knew she needed to do. She did everything up in this season, was like, all I got to do is make it to the finale. If I make it to this finale, y'all hoes better watch out. Because I'm going to give it and I'm going to bring it, and y'all won't be able to stand up, like have a candle lit to what I'm about to do. And she did that. This performance was everything and all of that. Like, she was performing at this Pepsi Center like she was the biggest star in Mexico and was about to become the biggest star internationally. That is what she do, and that is what she was preparing for. And I didn't expect anything less from Cattriona. This was perfection.
Meow.
Purr.
Meow.
Purr.
No, I'm just saying the name of her song was Meow.
And I'm saying purr.
As you should. I mean...
Did you just say...
Okay, we get it, David. Cattriona was your fourth favorite out of this top 4. We understand. God. And you know what? She still won.
Atlanta.
I love this bitch. She has become one of my absolute favorite drag entertainers. Out of all, I watched a whole hell of a lot of drag. And she has become one of my absolute favorite entertainers because I agree with you, Lana. There are entertainers that don't need to do all of the stunts, the flips, the kicks, the front walkovers. There are people that don't need to do that and give a very compelling performance. And I love those performances and I love those performers. But baby, when you can do everything she can,
if you can do it,
you better.
Work.
And she she was the only person for me out of this top 4 that I feel really utilized the space they were given. Because I do agree with you, David, when we were talking about the runways earlier, it felt very small and it felt very not secluded, but constricted.
Contained.
Contained. Yeah, I felt like everyone's performance was very contained. I feel like she was the only person that really took advantage of all of the space that was available to her, and she made the space work for what she needed to do for this performance. And that's my absolute favorite part of this, is just like all of the rolling set pieces and all of the dancers. The dancers in this entire episode, huge shout out to all of the dancers that performed in this, because all of them killed it. All of them ate. And so did my baby Cattriona, and I was so thrilled about it. And we do have to talk about Electra's performance.
Do we?
Yes, because we're going to give her moment here, like we did everybody else, even though it was not the performance she wanted to have.
Right. There are positive things. I actually really like this look. I think as far as the performance looks, she had my favorite. And she just stands out in a crowd. Like, she's so unique in this group. So it was just refreshing seeing her. As far as the performance goes, I don't know. Something seemed very constricted with her. It was just a bit stiff and jilted. So I was pretty disappointed, especially because I went into this really rooting for Electra and Aries mostly. But yeah, I just was underwhelmed. I don't think she was horrible, but it just left a lot to be desired. It felt like, how much time did you spend on this? You know?
The look itself is stunning. I think she looks stunning. I'm gonna give her that. The look is beautiful. The problem with the performance, and I'm thinking back to on the season when she was talking about her legs and the problem she went through with her legs and how she didn't like performing or anything because of the issues that she was having. And I felt like that came into play during this performance. I think like you said, everything was stiff and so jilted. I don't know if she had the strength. I don't know if her legs were letting her perform like she would want to that day. And sometimes that's just it. Like, sometimes your body just doesn't cooperate when you want it to. And if that was the case, then, you know, that sucks. And I hate that for her. But that is her life that she has to deal with on a regular basis. And I know she is probably not very happy with the performance, but can't change what it is that sometimes that happens to us, and our bodies don't sometimes always listen to us when we say, I want it to move like I want you to move. So if that was the case, I think it was just a little stilted, a little uncomfortable for her, but it wasn't the best. But I still think she looked great. Like, I think her performance look was one of my favorite performance looks from the 4, but the performance itself just didn't do it. And that was unfortunate for her.
I absolutely agree. I think the looks that she gave here were my favorite. Her song was actually my favorite of the top 4 as well. I really enjoyed the song itself. I think a lot of it comes down to, you could tell she was nervous. Some of her reveals didn't work, I think, in the way that she wanted them to. Because with the big tulle piece coming off, like, you could tell it wasn't supposed to come off when it did. And it really kind of just affected her throughout the rest of this performance. I think she ended fairly strong, but it wasn't all there, unfortunately. But and it's unfortunate because I wanted to see her succeed so much.
Same.
But, do we have anything else we want to talk about before we talk about the winner? Because I didn't have anything else written down specifically myself.
No, the only other thing I had was there were a couple of montages we saw. The first one was like a montage of all the drama throughout the season. But then they later on showed montage of emotional moments. And there were so many this season. And it really was like a reminder of a lot of like these stories that we've heard. And the thing that like stood out to me the most, like in that montage, was a reminder of Juana talking about getting those purple tennis shoes after her father passed away. And I was like, oh, it's so sad.
I know.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that montage and about this season, I didn't need the montage to remember everything because it's just ingrained in me. This season has burned those amazing, horrible, warm, touching stories in my brain like that. The stories that they told, I remember them. And it was nice to see the montage and make you remember, but I didn't need it because they were already there. Like I could have pulled up that some of those stories from my memory just off the top. Like, I'm like, what was the sad point? Oh, the one in the shoes. Oh, Electra talking about her anxiety. And it was just all the, like, it's moments that I just remember because they were such good stories. The season was a great season. I am not going to ever forget this season as my first season of Lamaze. It was such a good season to watch. And the stories, this cast was as wild and messy and crazy as they were memorable, and I will remember this cast.
This is going to be an all-time season for me, for sure. Like thinking, like seeing all the montages and like remembering all the moments. And I'm with you, Lana. Like I didn't need that to remember all the moments. Like I remember Kelly talking a lot about transitioning and having a hard time with her transition, and Braulio talking about not being, the most out there kind of person and really struggling with being around all of these big personalities. And I like just all of that. This is gonna be an all-time season for me, for sure. I really. And look at our beautiful little top four right there.
Look beautiful.
So with some beautiful crowning looks, some understated crowning looks, some giant crowning looks that go off of this screenshot that I have here. I think everyone looks beautiful here. And I wanted to acknowledge this photo because I thought everyone looked beautiful here.
Yeah, I agree. I will say Electra was my favorite here.
I will agree.
I really thought this was stunning. Once again, this is what I was promised by people in the comments. Big looks. So I thought it really stood out. And I really like Juana and Aries too. I thought they both looked very beautiful. It's hard to pick a favorite between those two. And Cattriona, she looks understated but very pretty.
Cattriona is here for the pageant queen crown, and I am here for it. As she said, I am Miss Mexico. And
truly and honestly, like it's very Miss Universe.
It's very Miss Mexico, Miss Universe, and I'm not mad at it. Everybody else was giving us Miss Drag Universe. Cattriona was giving us Miss Universe. And so I'm okay with that. I think everybody looks stunning. Yeah. Everybody looks stunning in their own special and unique way.
Yeah. And after Marisol edging us for what seemed like an eternity to find out the winner of this damn season. Wait.
We skipped something.
Okay, well, it was your job to remember the things we skipped, David.
Okay, well, I thought you were going to go into it next.
Oh, I forgot those things that we skipped. Yes, we have to talk about those things. Because we had 2 awards given.
We did skip some things. Okay, I'm like,
and a moment.
In a moment.
Oh my God, the moment! Oh my God, how could I forget? Oh my God, okay, we have to. Okay, we're there. So
back up. Don't show these.
Back up. Here, we'll go back to just us.
Yep.
So
you get us big
because there were 2 awards given out from this finale / at some point. I'm not sure when the second one was announced. I still don't remember. I still don't know. Please let us know in the comments. because I'm still confused by it. But there were 2 awards given out for La Más Querida y La Más Votada. The way I understand it, and again, please let us know in the comments if we're wrong, it sounds like La Más Querida is more so the equivalent of what a fan favorite award would be, voted on by the public. And La Más Votada seems to be, it translates to the most voted, which I'm going to assume is more like a miscongeniality voted on by the other contestants, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Please correct us if we're wrong. I'm probably wrong, so please correct me in the comments. But I'll start with the one that overall I think this group is a lot more excited about collectively, and that is La Más Votada, which goes to yay!
Deserved.
Both of them are deserved, David.
Deserved.
And in the finale itself, we find out that La Más Querida is La Kyliezz. Yay! I'm gonna make up for the fact that neither of you are cheering. Yay!
I clapped. What did you want me to do? I clapped.
Keep clapping.
You know.
Anyway,
I'll clap soon.
You know,
okay, yeah.
I can't do anything right around here.
Because we find out that there's a cash prize, which good for her, good for you. You work, Madre, and then it's presented by her boyfriend, who then proposes.
I'll clap.
I loved it.
That was cute.
Madre. Purr. I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God. Like, so excited.
That's very
Thrilled.
long, Lana.
Thank you, Lana.
I mean, I don't know how much time is the right time to clap, so I'm gonna keep clapping. Is that enough? Am I done? Can I stop? Thank you. I don't want to get accused for not clapping and cheering people.
Fuck you, Lana.
My
But
God.
engagement, it's so fun. Yay.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing, a beautiful moment. Congratulations to the Kyliezz and your boyfriend and taking that moment to do that. Since you didn't win the show, you won the man and you got a prize, and that's great. Good on you guys.
You won the hearts of Mexicans, apparently.
And you won the heart of Mexico, and that's beautiful.
Now, okay, I will admit, I don't think that would have been my pick. Because I have my pick very easily without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Do we think this is all a setup? They did this so her man could propose.
No, I genuinely think if it's a fan vote, based on the reaction we saw from the audience, both in the reunion and the finale, I have no doubt that Kyliezz won this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was also just they used this as an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just wondering.
I don't see it as a setup personally, but I understand where you're coming from for sure. But I don't think they would give out.
Not that she didn't deserve.
Yeah, I don't know that they would give out that amount of money for that too. But who knows? Anyway, but I didn't vote. But I know who I would have voted for had I known to vote.
And that would be.
Oh, I would have voted for Kelly, hands down. Absolutely.
The correct answer.
Lana.
I
have 2 actually. Now that I think about it,
I don't know. I would have voted for because here's the thing. I like Kelly, but I feel like Kelly kind of sometimes throughout the season she may have gotten on my nerves just a little bit. Just a little bit.
For real?
Sure.
For real. Like for real.
De verdad?
Like for real.
De verdad?
De verdad. For real. For real. Like for real, a little bit. For real. She might have got on my. But I think I probably would have voted for Juana, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was just thinking top 4 was off the table.
I also was thinking that.
Oh, well, okay. Well, if that's the case,
I thought you were going to say maybe Dimittra.
That's
maybe
the other
probably
person I was
Dimittra.
thinking about.
That is
yeah.
Dimittra then.
Yeah,
if I
it was
can't
like-
vote for the top 4, then Dimittra.
It would have probably been Kelly, Dimittra, or honestly, Ankh.
Yeah.
Like,
Alexis, for me, I love Alexis's message. I thought she was
Oh, of
so
course,
important
yeah.
for the show. So
Definitely.
I really would have, like, we were underwhelmed with some of her looks, but then we realized, like, later on, oh, she's giving away her looks that she brought to help out other people.
iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. Indeed, she's an amazing person.
I take back 90% of the shit I said about her in the Tu las traes, because learning that she gave away a lot of what she had to people still in the competition, work, bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I would have voted for Alexis.
Yeah.
actually.
Maybe so. Yeah. Let's give it to
Yeah.
Alexis.
Sure.
She's a sweetheart.
And we're going to remember Alexis for years down the
Oh, yeah.
line. We're going to be like, remember that first season of La Mas with the girl that had all the faces? Like, we're going to remember Alexis. We're going to remember this season because this is our first season of La Mas. Like, that's what it is for sure. But, okay, thank you, David, for reminding me of all of those things. So, we're back to our top 4. And after Marisol edges us for what seems like an eternity, she very quickly announces that the winner of La Mas Draga 6 is Sexto Sentido is Cattriona! Yeah!
What did she say?
The feline one,
The feline
Cattriona!
I clap for her. I
I'm
disagree, but
I'm
I'll
gonna
clap
keep
for her.
I'm gonna keep clapping with one hand because I'm pulling something up because I want to.
Deserve!
Disclaimer, that deserve does not speak for everybody in the panel.
It only speaks for me and maybe Lana.
I'll speak for Lana. It speaks for me. I do think she deserves this because her finale was amazing. I'm sick of men speaking for me, non-binary speaking for me, and telling me what I know and what I don't know.
No,
So
I'm saying I don't want to speak for you anymore. I'm just saying I'm speaking for
I
myself
know
and maybe Lana.
because I'm saying because you non-binaries and men always do this to me. Lana don't know all over this panel, so I'm going to say this. I'm speaking for me.
Please do.
Cattriona earned this win because if they were going by finale, she ate this finale up. I cannot lie. She ate it up. Was her looks the most iconic? No. She didn't have the best looks to me.
Lilly says deserved.
But
I think you are breaking up, Miss Lana.
Oh, no.
Oh no! So it's not just the
I think she
non-binaries
performed
and the men; it's
the best.
the
She ate it
electronics
up,
too.
Oh no.
and Lilly will agree with
Oh,
me.
oh no.
Cattriona is
Oh no.
a deserving winner for La Mas Draga. Deserved.
No.
Deserved. So
Deserved.
I will say she's
I
not
agree with that. She
undeserving.
was great. And good on you. Congratulations, Cattriona. You did what needed to be done.
For me, I will just say I thought while she was the best in the actual performance, I thought Aries was close enough and really dominated with the looks in this episode, not to mention the rest of the season, that I would have given it to her. I think there was a case to make for Juana too. In fact, that's who I thought was going to win, especially like hearing
That's
that
who I thought
audience
was going to win. Yeah,
That
it was
audience was
the
so
audience
good.
was very close between Cattriona and Juana for sure. And by the time I heard from the audience, I was like, okay, it's going to be one of the two of them. And regardless, I'm going to be thrilled because they have been two of my absolute favorites this season, without a shadow of a doubt.
Mhm.
So I
knew it wasn't Electra.
I knew it unfortunately wasn't Electra. And based on the audience reaction, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be Aries either.
Mm.
Because it did not seem like the audience was very, very hyped up on Aries, unfortunately. But
I think it's honestly, I think the like favoritism that was perceived by the audience really came back to haunt her. And I think that the producers probably didn't want to give any more fuel to that fire.
fair.
So I think it was going to be an uphill battle for Aries to win.
I think so.
I kind of agree with you, David. Yes, I think it was not saying Cattriona didn't deserve, because I think she did, but I do believe Aries was probably right at her heels. And in the universe, I could see Aries winning, but I also think that the uproar from the crowd would have been something else if Aries would have won, and that whole production favorite would have never died down. And yeah,
definitely. Well, that's that. I do want to. Oh Jesus! No, no.
We don't need to do this.
I think we do need to discuss our final draft update of the season.
Sure.
Where factoring in la más votada, la más querida, y the winner, la ganadora de la Mas Draga Sexto Sentido. I just did that whole thing in Spanish, and I'm very impressed with myself. Given all of the scores that have been received this season, Lana has come in third in our draft with 536 points. David in a very solid second place with 554 points. And I have won the draft. Shockingly, I did not expect to win the draft. I really didn't expect it. I have Peaches, and I won somehow.
I'm pretty sure I was on top for the first 11 weeks of the draft.
Pretty sure. But I'm very happy to get my win by 11 points. I will take. Thank you, Peaches, for your 16 points. Peaches put me over the top. I'll take it. But that is La Mas Draga Sexto Sentido. We're done for now. Or are we? ... Question mark. We do want to go back and cover all of the old seasons of La Mas. We don't know what the time frame is going to be to cover those seasons, and we don't know in what capacity we will be covering those seasons yet. We have this as a plan. We just need to figure out when to do it. Yeah. So let us know if you would like to see us do a full recap of the other 5 seasons of La Mas Draga, because I think we're really going to enjoy going on a journey of talking about all of this La Mas content. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. We went a little hard at the start of this episode talking about all of you commenting on all of our other videos and all of that, but we do truly appreciate all of the support from all of the La Mas Draga fans. We have loved this first experience of ours with La Mas. Very excited for all of the other seasons of La Mas to come. With that being said, we hope that you do stick around for our coverage of all other drag content, including a lot more Drag Race on the way, other drag programming that we do, and we hope you stick around for that. And we will be back at some point in the near future to talk about season 1 of La Mas Draga. A short little season, so it'll just be a little drop in the bucket, but I'm excited because Margaret Iya, and that is what I'm most excited about, is Margaret Iya. So make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure to go follow our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You could also go follow our personal socials down in the description below. And if you scroll a little bit further down, you can go get our merch, including but not limited to the Cup mug, available down there as well. And with that being said, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Adios.
Adios. Bye.